everyone, this is Archive of 12, and today I am finally reacting to the longest solo ever's Overthrone song. This is obviously Mandela Catalogue, and this has been highly requested ever since I did my first Mandela Catalogue song, which was like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 months ago. I think it was back in December. I don't remember. But yeah, this has been requested quite often. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna finally get around to this. I like Longestsoloever's like features. I think I've only reacted like 1 or 2 of his songs, so like I'm not super familiar with his work. So this is still gonna be a relatively new experience for me. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because I will be pausing and I will be talking about it. And without further ado, let's get started. Weeping Angels. I don't like it. Weeping Angels. Nope. Nope. Don't like that at all.
Not be afraid. Your savior has arrived. Rejoice, hear the word of the angel in disguise. I know what makes you human. I know the things you dread. I'll whisper the deception, planting thoughts inside your head.
Okay, so can I just say that the late 80s, early 90s CRTV VCR effects that he's got on this are so like spot on. Like if I didn't know any better, if I didn't know this and I was watching this in like the 80s or the 90s, I would think that this was just normal. Like obviously these days with like HD and whatnot, most people, if you're not a millennial or you didn't grow up in a millennial household, you probably don't know any of this. There's a good chance that like some of this stuff just looks weird, but this was normal. This was normal back in the 90s and the early 80s. Actually, probably as normal as all the way back to like the 50s and 60s, to be perfectly honest, back when television first started in color. So like this right here seems very familiar to me, which is ticking off a whole lot of nostalgia and a little bit of Uncanny Valley. And I don't know how better to say that, but mixed among all of this is like the horror filled like psychological aspects that are going on. Like, did you see that? Did you see that little flash on the guy's eyes? If I can get it right. Like that? Like that's not normal. This isn't normal at all. That's in no way, shape, or form supposed to happen. Like the whole V-sync being out of vertical sync, yeah, that's normal. That is possession. This is where you want to like dunk this thing in holy water, okay? If this is a VCR tape, you want to submerge this in holy water. You want to then encase it in concrete and throw it into the nearest lake. That's what you want to do.
Things you dread. I'll whisper the deception, planting thoughts inside your head. The ancient pretender from whom you can't hide. The hand guiding history to ruin mankind. Try to escape what you fear deep inside. Run while you can. Feel the pain behind your eyes. A new tradition.
I'm liking this song. It's disturbing. And again, like the audio and visual effects of trying to match with the 80s and 90s VCR tapes, really, really, really good. But I don't like it at all. I like it, but I don't like it. It's really screwing with my brain here.
Leading the world on the
And it's funny too, because like recently I've been watching a lot of like 90s television, like WWE. And so like seeing these audio and visual effects has been relatively commonplace in the last like 3 months for me. Because I've been just basically sitting through all of WWE like wrestling programs since like I think dating back to 1995, and so like I've been binging that stuff, and so this is just normal for me. These audio effects, these audio like the lack of quality in the audio and the visuals are normal to me. But then you add in the little psychological horrors, the little teasers, the little Easter eggs to find, and like it just like it drops a feeling of like dread and discomfort in on me, because it's something that I am so familiar with as of late, and yet something that is just, there's just something wrong about it, you know? And it's just been, this is really tripping me up. The song is good though. I really like the song. The visuals are freaking with me though.
Because your words been overthrown, retreat to your horse and dialogue. Being unfortunate, your life's been replaced with an alternate. Ancient sabotage, concealed by angelic camouflage. Conquered easily, but unto a synthetic DNA. To escape the terrors that you've...
The fact that he's like, I'm guessing that's Longestsoloever that's on the screen. The fact that he is like stretching his face out like Mario at the beginning of Super Mario 64, or like a really bad Gary's Mod character or Source Filmmaker character is unsettling to me right now.
Fear. Why bother trying to hide from the whisper in your ear? Your consciousness is fragile. Your mind will surely break when facing down a demon who will impersonate your face.
And you know what that also kind of reminds me of? I'm sorry. I know I'm commenting more on the video than the song. The song, it is basically what I expected. It is a whole bunch of psychological aspects going on between the stuff. And because I don't know anything about the Mandela Catalogue, I can't really comment on what he's saying because I don't know much about it. But what I can say is that, like, in addition to like the bad Gary's Mod thing, it also reminds me of like, have you ever seen those videos, like especially for like, what is it, Resident Evil, I think, where the characters have their facial animations turned up to 500%. Like that's what's happening here in this video sometimes. The little things about like the I'm guessing those are like aliens from another dimension that are marching around the statue now. Before they were people, and now they're not. Obviously referencing the idea that Earth has been taken over and humanity's been overthrown. Like all that stuff, that feels run of the mill. That feels par for the course of what I would expect to see in something like this. This is yeah, it feels very much like what I expected, and yet at the same time, disturbingly not. Another reason why I'm not commenting on the song, and this section right here just made me realize it, is that there are certain points that I can't understand what he's saying, and it's going to take me several listens to understand what he's saying. And that's because of the audio filter that he's got on. I have a couple of different like learning disabilities when it comes to audio learning. And so because of that, it's difficult for me to sometimes recognize lyrics on the first listen to. It's one reason why I don't try to break lyrics down in my videos. I do my best to comment on them when my brain allows me to understand them. But when you start putting audio effects like this on here, this is going to take me 3 or 4 times to actually like understand what he's saying. It's kind of like when you listen to somebody who has a really thick accent or a speech impediment. You need to continue listening to them to understand what they're saying, to learn their inflections. That's what's happening with me. I can't understand some of the audio effects because of the fact that they're too heavy. And so I've got to listen to the song again. And so because I can't understand it, I'm choosing not to respond to what the song is saying, so that way I don't say something that could be potentially wrong. Because I genuinely don't know what he's saying. And when he puts the visual effects on there, I can't read his lips because I can sort of read lips. And so when he's switching his face around so much, I'm just staring at him and commenting on the video because I don't know what he's saying.
New tradition, leading the world by the decision. Follow my words till the God in prison, forgotten and buried in sin. Because your words burn, overthrown, retreat to your homes and dialogue. Free, unfortunate, your life's been replaced with an alternate. Ship, sabotage, concealed by angelic camouflage. Conquered easily, right onto a
The AOL symbol. I haven't seen that in ages.
Do you know my face? It's been some time between. Can you recall the terror on your screen?
You came to know me first with twisted flesh and broken bone. You've been frightened by the monsters, but your skin is not your own. Now stare into the mirror and behold your wretched face. Do you understand that you are not the child you replaced? You'll give in to the hunger. Go and make yourself some friends. The might of the subconscious binding us until the end. A perfect simulacrum, bred to mimic, born to kill. Now go and join the others and do thy creator's will. A new tradition, leading the world by the decision. Follow my word till the end. Forgotten and buried in sin. Because your words burn, overthrown, retreat to your homes and dialogue. Free, unfortunate, your life's been replaced with an alternate. Ancient sabotage, concealed by angelic camouflage. Conquered easily, right onto a synthetic DNA. We know it. We know it.
Okay, so one thing I want to ask here, let's mute this so I can talk while also letting him get the runtime. Okay, so one thing I want to ask is I asked this the last time I reacted to a Mandela Catalogue song, and I got some positive like statements on it, but I want to reinforce this because of the fact that it has been several months. Do you guys actually want me to react to the Mandela Catalogue, like the actual series? And if so, where do I start? Because I've looked into it when I was doing the Heaven Says Mandela Mix reaction. I looked into it, and it seems like it's a little bit more complicated than just picking a video. So I need to know what video I should start with and what order I should go in, and whether or not you guys actually want to see me do that. Because I'm interested in the Mandela Catalogue. This is definitely a series that I wouldn't mind watching, but I don't want to watch it on my own if you guys want to see me react, because I want to do more than just just nerdcore reactions. Obviously, I've done a few like trailer reactions for Dragon Age, The Veilguard, and Arcane Season 2 and Venom 3. So, like, I'm kind of, like, branching off into other reactions, not just nerdcore songs. And I want to know, like, your guys' opinion. I want to know what you guys want to see. So if you guys want me to do the Mandela Catalogue, or really anything else, please let me know in the comments below, so that way I know what your guys' interests are. Because I would like to like branch out and continue doing this, because as my channel grows, I want to bring in more people, and I want to do things that more people want to see. So yeah, that's really it. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Thank you for recommending this to me. I don't know who recommended it. I've had like 4 or 5 people comment on this, so thank you. I am Mark Alpha 12, and I will see you in the next video.